Hey Scrubbers, what's up? It's Chris. So it's time for another buy or Buh-Bye. And the product that I am featuring is this Lancome foundation. Now this is the Wear Comfort Retouch Free Divine Perfection foundation, and it's supposed to be a 24-hour long wear foundation. Now I literally got this product like 3 days ago, okay, and the first time I've ever used it was in this video right here. Now at a certain little point in the video you guys will see my initial reaction because I just was not expecting the warmness of this particular shade. I actually went into Ulta. I saw all of these foundations with this incredible range of shades and new bottles, so I was like, ooh, new Lancome, let me go ahead and pick it out. And I knew that my shade was probably the 510 warm, but they were out of the 510 warm, and because I was like super impatient and I just really wanted to try it and I didn't want to sample it because I'm impulsive like that, I just went ahead and bumped it up to the 520 warm. I did swatch 3 shades. One was the 510, one was the 520, and then one was a shade in between the 510 and 520. I don't know if it was like the 510 cool as opposed to the 510 warm, but it was a shade right in between it. It wasn't like the 515 because I don't think they even have that. So I decided to go with the 520 because I always say, you know, I can always return it or I can always use this for my kit. I certainly will have a client whose skin tone fits this, and you know, it won't be to waste if I got it. After I got through the initial shock, I'm far more comfortable with not only using this product but actually working with this shade as it relates to my skin tone. So let me list some of the things that I really love about this product. Number one, I love Lancome products. Great product line, great ingredients, not really a lot of harsh or heavy fragrances, which is pretty prevalent in my opinion, a lot of high-end or luxury brand cosmetics. They have like heavy fragrances, especially in their foundations, which can be an irritant for a lot of people. I'm not super sensitive when it comes to scents like that, but I still don't want my makeup to smell like perfume, if that's okay. I don't have that issue with this particular foundation, so I love that it has little to no scent to it. I do love that the consistency of it is very thin, so it is really easy to apply and spread. Although this is a long wear type of product, I don't find that it dries out really fast when blending it in. It stays quite moisturized, quite workable for a decent period of time, certainly in the amount of time that it takes for you to cover and blend out your makeup. I find that although this product is fairly thin, the coverage is quite impressive. It is more of a medium coverage, just in my opinion. That's judging by the fact that I have like tons of freckles all over my face, and my freckles aren't extremely dark, but they are visible. And if I just wore the foundation alone, you'll still see some of my freckles, which is not a huge deal for me. Like, I love my freckles. It diffuses your face quite nicely. It wears beautifully. I like that it works great with well moisturized skin. So although this is a, again, 24-hour or long wear kind of foundation, even if you have oily skin, it kind of works with the oils in your skin, and it doesn't oxidize so much so that it changes the consistency or it changes the shade on your skin because it's working with oils. That's my opinion, because the type of moisturizer I use on my skin is a pretty heavy duty moisturizer. This is a really thick cream, and I worn it in 2 different ways. In one case, I actually had the Nivea cream on, and literally within like a minute, not even, probably 30 seconds, I put the foundation on, and it didn't like make the product act crazy or disturb it or streaky or, you know, or anything like that. And in this case right here, I applied my moisturizer on and allowed my moisturizer to kind of soak into my skin some, and it behaved the same way. It doesn't seem like it disrupts the flow of the product, whether you have, you know, oily skin or just simply moisturized skin. Let me see, what else do I like? I've had this on for about 7 hours so far. I haven't touched up my face. I haven't added powder or anything like that. Still looks good. As far as transfer, now I'm not going to take my shirt and like rub it against my jawline or anything to see how bad the product transfers, but I can just tell by touching my face that now the shininess you see is actually from my highlighter. It's not from the actual makeup. But just by touching my face feels dry. Like, you know, not dry, but it doesn't feel sticky. It doesn't feel sticky. So between the foundation and the setting powders that I use, which is, what did I actually use? The Lancome Dual Finish press powder to kind of set everything. Of course I use actually Midnight Camel to kind of set my highlight, and then I baked it with my buttercup powder from Sasha. But as far as my all over face to set my foundation, I use this Dual Finish foundation from Lancome. So with that combination, my skin feels great. It doesn't feel sticky. It doesn't feel like the product is trying to break through. I actually pressed this tissue against my skin like this. I'm not gonna wipe and swipe it, but I just did like one of these numbers. And this is the second time that I pressed it against my skin too. And it does transfer, but no more than I guess any other makeup would transfer. I don't even know if I want a foundation on my face that doesn't transfer at all, because then I feel like I literally painted my face and the shit is not going anywhere. So that's a good thing that it has a little bit of transfer. Lancome is probably one of my favorite high-end luxury brand product lines. I do love the Dual Finish powder. The Dual Finish powder, however, is heavily scented. I must say that. Which doesn't really bother me that much because it's so light and it's a powder. It literally dissipates within seconds after you apply it. So it's kind of nice to kind of brush a nice scent over your face, but I would prefer that in a powder than in a liquid. And so I love that in this liquid it has no scent, like no heavy scent. Now it claims to be for all skin types. It doesn't have a particular specification for dry to oily skin or for combination oily skin or for normal skin. Like it just has one type of foundation and it's saying that it is for all skin types. So that's why I use the example of the Nivea cream. Like I don't have really oily skin, but I do use heavy creams and oils on my skin before putting on my makeup, and it worked great. And then another thing that it says on the back is it's a transfer-free foundation. And like I mentioned before, it's not 100% transfer-free, but so what? Like it doesn't transfer, like it's not going to be all over your collar and all that stuff. Maybe what I should do is probably sleep with my makeup all on and like sleep on a white pillowcase and maybe see how well that transfers. I don't know how else I would test it without doing something extremely ridiculous, but just from touching it I can just say that it's good enough to be called transfer free. So the long and short of this whole buy or Buh-Bye evaluation for my Lancome Wear Comfort retouch free makeup, I would definitely say this is a buy. I love this makeup. Oh my god, I love it. Really, I'm very pleased, you guys. I am going to try and go into Ulta or maybe Sephora. Okay, maybe I need to go to Sephora at a big huge mall instead of the little township or town Ulta that I have across the street from my house. And you know, maybe they'll have my shade available, the 510 warm. So I'll probably go ahead and pick that up hopefully soon and try that out for you guys. Have you guys tried the new Lancome 24-hour transfer-free makeup? Did you like it? Was it worth it for you guys? My best piece of advice is go ahead and get a sample of it and wear it a couple of times, and then you can draw your own conclusions from there. Sound like a plan? Alright, that's it for today's video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure that you thumbs up this video, comment below for any other products you want me to review for the next buy or Buh-Bye. If you have any products that you're curious about and just don't know if you want to go and spend that coin on it and you really just want to know, if it's worth it, let me know. Comment below, okay? And follow me on Instagram at YesJustChrissy, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, Square Bears.